Hello, so I'm just going to quickly run through this car paint or car material setup that I've got going on here. Basically I am having more and more jobs where I need to populate a car park, for example, with lots of different cars, and all the cars need to have like different materials assigned to them. So what I've got here is just one object, which is this little vehicle-y thing that's underneath here that I'm just using as a test object, and that's been instanced onto each of these polygons. And what I'm doing inside Octane for Lightwave is that I've created two different car paint materials. So you'll see on this one it's a flat or solid colour, and on this one, for example, is a metallic colour. And there's just one surface on this object which has been instanced, and I'll just show you that in here. So I'm using the random colour node in Octane, which is this one here, which you can then assign a seed. So that could be your object ID or instance ID, or you can just select a seed in there and change it, and you might be able to see in the one here it's sort of changing what's going on. So this node is going into a gradient 2 texture, and inside that I've got in this case I've got 4 colours that are, I'm doing Audi ones at the moment, so it's Amalfi white, and I think it's Cumulus blue and various other ones that are in there. They're going into this gradient, and for some reason, actually I can turn that down to 5. You always need to have one key colour more than the colours you actually need, I believe. Interpolation is set to constant, which is a little bit like a step inside Lightwave. So rather than fading between the different colours, it uses one of these colours. That gradient is then going into the albedo input on the material, and on there I've got I'm just doing like standard car paint kind of setup. So I've got the standard specular in there, and then I've got a coating with specular on it on there. And then if that was going to be your only material, then that would just feed straight into your material surface. But because we've got two different materials on here, what we've actually got is, so this is going to randomly assign one of these colours onto this flat material. That's then going into a Octane material mixer node, which then goes into the surface. So in the other side of this, we've basically got the same setup. We've got another random seed or random colour texture, and these are all the different metallic colours. They're going into this gradient texture, which is then going into the albedo, and on there it's got a metallic finish, again with a clear coat on the top of it. That then goes into the material mixer, and then we've got another random colour texture, and this one is just driving these colour keys. So it's either white for the first material or black for the second material. I've got, I'm not sure if this is exactly how it works. It does seem a little bit weird the way that Octane's gradients work in this instance. But basically I've got more of the metallics than I have of the flat colours, which seems to be fairly normal, I think. So what we can do, I'll just show you this in action. If we zoom out slightly. So this random color texture here, this is going to randomize the flat colors and the metallic colors. So as I go through that, it will randomize which ones are metallic and which ones are flat colors. If I go to the metallic colors, I can randomize those, changing the seed on that. Hopefully you can see that changing in the background. And then obviously I can go up to the flat colors and randomize those as well. Now the thing I'm really not sure about is just, for example, if you want more of, if we look at the metallics, you're probably more likely to see these silver colors than you are an orange or a red or a blue. I'm not really sure how to get more of those. What I've tried to do is put these silvery colors into more slots, thinking that that would mean that they would show up more times, but that doesn't seem to happen. So I'd be interested to know how that works, how you actually, for example, in the Lightwave gradients, if you have more of a color inside the gradient than another one, then that's more likely to get picked, but that doesn't seem to work in this instance. But other than that, yeah, it seems to work quite well. I'm quite pleased with that. Very quick setup there. So if you want to have a play with that, it's pretty easy. And yeah, thanks for watching.